In professional sports, interviews and press conferences are often some of the most high-pressure moments for athletes. They are constantly observed, scrutinized, and questioned by reporters eager for headlines. Even athletes known for calm demeanor can reach a breaking point. There have been countless occasions where reporters kept pressing questions, despite clear signals that the athlete needed to move on to other commitments. In these moments, athletes are forced to decide whether to stay polite or firmly end the interaction.
Supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another, I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Pressure is immense, and it's not uncommon for frustration or irritation to surface when repeated questioning disrupts their focus.
You said about the trans community, you said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what, and will know what they stand for. Are you
this guy's like, hey, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of
Athletes handle these moments in different ways.
Dude, this guy is the enemy. You want to look at the enemy to our world? It's that right there, asking these stupid questions. Sorry, I'm trying to be good, man. I'm trying to be good. I like the fucking gays. Here's the thing, I've never, you guys think I've ever shit on a gay man or shit on a gay woman? I like the gays. It's freedom. We still have it in America. We'll teach you about it. You guys don't have freedom of speech. I'm surprised what I'm saying is probably gonna get the Canadian government to arrest me. So I don't give a who you I don't give a what you want to do in life. But don't tell kids about it. Don't teach that shit in school. Don't push your agenda. Don't try to brainwash people. Don't try to go past parents. Don't try to go up past all this shit and brainwash people.
Some respond with humor, deflecting tension with clever or lighthearted remarks. Others respond with firmness, clearly drawing lines when questions become intrusive or disrespectful.
Quite a large pay dispute happening with our Australian women's soccer team at the moment. Is it frustrating for you as someone who's so prominent in your sport? And we heard you say on the Ellen show the other day you are the richest fighter in UFC, that sort of thing is still going on?
I think that how much you get paid should have something to do with how much money you bring in. I'm the highest paid fighter, not because Dana and Lorenzo wanted to do something nice for the ladies. They do it because I bring in the highest numbers. They do it because I make them the most money. And I think that the money that they make should be proportionate to the money that they...
Such as combat sports, questions about age, stamina, or career longevity can hit especially close to home. Even seasoned competitors who understand the spotlight is part of their profession occasionally push back sharply when asked to justify their ability to perform at peak levels despite years of experience or advancing age.
Said in the past, and I'm sure many people would acknowledge, that you could take down a lot of men, most men in fact, but you purposely say you don't want to compete with men because you think it's going to send the wrong message about abuse. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, I just don't think that there should ever be a situation where there's an arena full of people gathered around cheering about a man hitting a woman. I mean, I really don't see how that could be right, and I really don't see how that would really help the sport at all. It would do nothing but hurt it, and I mean...
So in your mind, separate but equal is how it should be?
Yeah, because it's real. It's a real fight, and it's not like it's a movie or it's part of a storyline or something like that. It's an actual man hitting a woman, and I don't think that's ever acceptable.
In these instances, physical readiness, mental focus, and public expectation collide, sometimes resulting in intense or heated exchanges.
You've expressed interest in superheroes, and a lot of Hollywood is coming out that the representation is very over-sexualized. What do you think about the portrayal in movies?
Of superheroes? Superhero women? I mean, the guys have like 16 packs, I mean, it's very much like an over-idealized idea of what, a human being should be. And so, I think that the male superheroes are overly masculinized, and, the women are overly feminized. And, I think that's just part of like the whole superhero universe, really.
Other sports, such as tennis, questioning about performance or rival comparisons can trigger strong responses.
You and Mike Tomlin are two of the few black head coaches in the league. I wonder what your relationship is like with them and your thoughts on Steve Wilkes joining that fold.
I have a very good relationship with Tomlin. We don't look at what color we are when we coach against each other. We just know each other. I have a lot of very good white friends that coach in this league as well, and I don't think it's a big deal as far as us coaching against each other. I think it's normal. Wilkes got an opportunity to do a good job. Hopefully he does it, and we coach.
Understand that representation matters too, right? And that when young aspiring coaches or even football players, they see you guys, they see someone that looks like them, maybe grew up like them, that has to mean something.
Well, when you say you see you guys and look like them and grow up like them, it means that we're oddballs to begin with. And I think the minute you guys stop making a big deal about it.
Tennis players similarly encounter questions about prize money, rankings, or potential rivals that can test their patience. Even polite questions about earnings or performance comparisons can feel inappropriate in the moment.
Dollars come into your mind at all?
No.
Before, after, during, or anything?
Only euros. Only euros and dinners. Of course, people can see how much we are earning. What the media is not writing about is also the taxes and also all the other expenses, but that's fine.
Athletes often emphasize that success in their sport involves more than statistics, pointing to hard work, consistency, and respect for competition. Soccer players and coaches have also faced reporters asking questions at inopportune times or using language that feels disrespectful. When asked about team performance, leadership, or strategy under pressure, some athletes respond by redirecting focus to teamwork and shared effort rather than individual blame.
Okay, but you gotta be careful how you phrase a question. You don't want to be rude to the other players because you gotta face them. I don't have to face them. I don't ask them stupid questions like that. I think there's a lot of good players on the tour, I'll tell you that.
Coaches, too, have been known to shut down questions that are accusatory, focusing instead on maintaining morale and protecting players from unnecessary criticism. Even post-game discussions about social issues or league policies can become contentious. When asked about gender pay gaps, team conduct, or charitable contributions, athletes may assert their position firmly.
Do you feel that disappointment that the fans felt that maybe you didn't get the best Manny Pacquiao that night?
We're not going to do that. We're not going to talk about that. You was one of the guys that believed in Pacquiao.
I did.
Okay. So now we don't want you to back out the block. And I told you before, that was easy work.
Although there was a problem with his shoulder, whether it existed or not, I always said there was no. Wait.
Explaining their perspective while rejecting assumptions. They make it clear that some topics are inappropriate to address in certain contexts, or they prefer to handle them privately or through official channels.
If you're telling me to justify, I'm telling you what I said on the air, that whether it existed or not.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
In a weigh-in, did he raise his arms high?
In the what?
In a weigh-in, was he putting his arms up?
Yes, he was.
After the fight, was he putting his arms up?
Of course. That's why I said.
When he went back to the corner, did they massage his arm? Anytime?
Didn't see that.
Okay, then. So you really believe his arm was messed up?
No, what did I say? I said whether it exists.
Sometimes athletes must correct misconceptions in real time.